Based on the previous Joker Boat Clubman 22, in 2021 the new Joker Boat Clubman 22 Plus was born, and today I'm here in Genoa, in the region of Liguria, to test it out. At the stern, 2 swimming platforms surrounds the single central engine. On the outboard one there is a self-emptying rope locker, while on the left, a ladder with a fixed stainless steel handle. To make our way to the cockpit, we have to pass via the cushions because there is the full beam seating. The backrest can be folded down, surrounded by a standard drop-down awning. The cockpit layout is in a regular horseshoe shape with a high backrest for the safety of guests at sea and greater comfort at anchor. On the new Clubman 22 Plus, there is a very interesting gem. The top of the wheelhouse seat is foldable, so as to create a complete 360-degree seat around the table in the living area. But if you want to enlarge the sun deck area, you just have to remove the table leg, lower the table, and there you have it. The driving seat is a double sofa made up of the only non-removable cushions on the entire boat and contains space for storage. The formwork is slightly off-centre to starboard to facilitate the passage from stern to bow on the port side. However, the helm station remains shifted to the left with respect to the longitudinal axis of the boat. Here too, there is more space for storage with the possibility of setting up a drawer refrigerator. At the bow, the sun deck is of excellent size, but it can be enlarged by joining together the facing forward seating in front of the formwork. Another gem is the predisposition for the stowage of the sun deck extension in the forward locker, as well as for the coffee table in the aft area. On the bow vertex, there is the possibility of having an electric anchor winch. The Joker Boat shipyard has been making inflatable boats for many years, and we at the boat show have been testing them for many years. So today, I know what to expect, or at least I think I know. And that is a hull that navigates well, fast and smoothly on the waves. Aft, we have a 17-degree depth rise. I know for a fact that while veering, Joker Boat inflatables make you feel all their structural power since they are sturdy on the water. But that's the theory. Now let's find out if it's so even in reality.
L'uscita implanata è già a 10 nodi.
The boat goes into planing at 10 knots, but the right cruising speed is around 20 knots.
Oggi il mare a Genova è
Today in Genoa, the sea is calm. There are some long waves caused by many boats sailing. And in fact, at 20 knots, the driving sensation I have is that of a smooth inflatable.
In virata lo scafo e il tubolare lavorano uno.
While veering, the hull and tubular work against each other, or better, in favour of each other. The hull wants to tilt, but the tubular sustains it, thanks to the buoyancy reserve.
Oggi a poppa abbiamo la potenza massima montabile su.
On the transom, we have the highest power available on this Clubman 22 Plus, which is 250 horsepower. So we are going to have fun.
Una cosa che mi fa piacere pensare, con tutta questa potenza dietro.
One thing I really like is that, although there is all this power installed, the cockpit is almost like an amphitheatre that safely encloses all the guests on board. This is a very important thing for an inflatable. While here at the helm, we must always make sure that the kill cord is attached.
E adesso è il momento di testare davvero che cosa.
And now, it's time to really test what this hull from the Joker Boat shipyard can do. The shipyard claims that with this motorisation it can reach over 40 knots. So today, as always, I have 2 main goals. The first one is to reach them, and the second is to pass them.
Al largo di Genova le onde oggi cominciano a farsi sentire, naturalmente più andiamo.
Today off the coast of Genoa, the waves are starting to show themselves. Naturally, the more we go towards the open sea, the bigger the waves. So in order to reach the true top speed of this boat, we have to veer so to have following sea and go full throttle.
Sul trim.
Up with the trim, just past 40 knots. The first goal has been achieved. And now, what would the real top speed be? We pull up the trim and pull up the bow out of the water. This inflatable is really lightweight.
E la velocità che abbiamo toccato è di 40.
The highest speed that we reached is 46 knots. That is wonderful. In the end, navigating is one of the most beautiful things in the world. You're in contact with nature, there is fresh air and lots of adrenaline. Well, that is if you have this type of boat.